Yo, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. We are good, I think. Everything looks fine. Let me know if it doesn't. Hi, how the devil are we all? Welcome back to another Chillin in the Building. It's Saturday again. Just keeps happening over and over, doesn't it? It seemed like 5 minutes ago we were here before. Who we got? Katsuho, what's up, dude? Welcome. Magnus A, hello. Michael Sensacola, hi. Michael Allen, howdy. Xylon Drake, I hope I've pronounced that reasonably correctly. Hello to you too. Hello to everyone, good vibes. Miss Penelope is here. Miss Penelope, what the devil are you? Welcome. Is that everybody? Anybody's from YouTube? We got anybody on Twitch? Miss Penelope's on Twitch. Fine. That means Twitch is working as well then. That's good. That is good news. Hi everybody. Hope you're okay. Hope you're well. Welcome to another Chillin and Building. In front of you, we can see the ship that we built last time, and I have finished texturing it. Just about. I think I maybe have some more little bits to do with it, possibly. But yeah. It's pretty much done. It's pretty much ready for the workshop. I just haven't got around to actually doing it yet. I have called it the Blackjack. Not sure why I called it the Blackjack. I just really liked the name Blackjack when I was trying to figure out what to call it. I know a lot of you guys were obviously suggesting names for it and stuff like that. Some sort of Millennium Falcon-esque names. Like, you know, Century Pigeon or something, you know. Hello from South Coast, lovely Spanj and videos. Thank you very much, Shadowfire. Welcome along, Glenn Neff as well, Dave. Good on video and sound, Spangerino. Thank you very much, Dave. Much appreciated. You're hired. So my official stream quality assurance technician. I am doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend as well. And it is actually pretty good, although I'm not looking forward to what happens at the end of this weekend, which is going back to work. That sucks, but there we go. Stefan, what's up, dude? Hello there. I wish you all a good day / night. Marvellous. Thank you, Stefan. Very good of you. Okay, let me give you a quick show around the Blackjack then. The Blackjack is, all intents and purposes, done. Like I say, it's almost ready for workshop. I think I might just need a few more checks and stuff. Make sure it's absolutely good to go before I upload it. But here is the interior. Pretty much kind of as we left it in the last stream, really. Barring a few extra details, of course, texturing and stuff. Here we go. I think it looks alright. I think it looks reasonable. Some just seats. The cockpit, a little bit of the LCD work. I didn't do too much on the LCD stuff because it just takes forever to do. But yeah, let's lift it up in the sky a little bit. Underneath, textured. So I have upgraded its armaments to homing missiles, plus 4 railguns where the antennas were, which gives it a CPU score of 74,000 out of 100,000. Plus, it's stacked. It's absolutely stacked with RCSs in order to sort of compensate for the lack of kind of thruster power in certain spots. So a lot of the CPU points are taken up with RCS as well. But yeah, I mean, she flies pretty well. She's got excellent yaw and pitch. The roll is okay. I would like the roll to be better. But because it's such a wide ship, getting the roll any better than what we have currently would take probably, probably the medium thrusters on up and down instead of the like small jets. So, like I said, pitch in yaw is good. Roll is a little bit sluggish. But for a sort of gunship that's going to be sort of hovering, strafing, I don't know what you'd use it for, circle strafing maybe. It does that absolutely fine. It's quite happy doing that, staying airborne. Plus, you know, the 4 mediums at the back there make it very good on acceleration. Haven't tested it in combat yet, but we'll be doing that as well at some point before I upload it. So hopefully any issues from a combat point of view can be ironed out. But as far as flying goes, pretty good. Pretty good. Side entrance should go quite well. I built this today as well. This is my racer for the next death race. The Scythe. So that was the last one, the Victorum. And the Victorum got blown up. It got blown up a lot. It doesn't have a shield, the Victorum, but the Scythe does, and I've gone full low profile. It's like 2 blocks high, discounting the GATs. Yeah, it's like super slim, but also super vulnerable. The armor on the top is thin blocks. Between that and ammo box, everything is, you know, in the middle, clustered together. So this thing completely and utterly depends on its shields and its low profile in order to escape fire. So we'll see if it works or not in the death race. I don't know, but that'll be an upcoming video next week. It'll be interesting to see if this thing works. I think it looks awesome. I think it looks pretty sweet, pretty dope. Little tier 3 hover racer. A lot of the flare and stuff is all just plastic blocks, but everything on the inside there is all combat steel. So yeah, super thin, super low profile. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. But yeah, that's what I've been working on off camera a bit. Now today, what we're going to be doing is up in space. I've run out of coffee. Sucks. It's probably my most ambitious project ever that I want to start today. Whether I'll ever finish it or not, I don't know. It's pretty insane what I'm thinking of doing, and I honestly don't know if it's going to work or not. What I need to do first off, we all remember this boat, right? And hopefully you remember the boat above it as well. So yeah, let's build it that way around. That's fine. So the reason I parked these 2 ships like this is because I want to use them as proverbial measuring sticks. You know, they are literally there for their dimensions and shape. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build, not today, this is going to take several weeks I should imagine, but starting today I am going to build a Mark II superlifter. The superlifter to end all superlifters. Superlifter that will carry not only squadrons of fighters and hover vessels, but these 2 ships as well. And the reason I parked them like that is because that is the orientation in which I plan to dock these 2 ships to our new superlifter. They will be somewhat internal but external as well, so they won't be completely within. The hull will be built around them so that they slot seamlessly into the Mark II superlifter. And the theory is and I might need to adjust this because they are completely on a wonk. The theory is you will need just the super lifter is your main ship, but then if you've got ground POIs that need to be beaten to shreds, you take your ground pounder down. And if you have a space threat that needs beating to shreds, then you take the ray tracer. But around these two will be a super lifter that is capable of landing not only with its own weight, but with these two as well, and anything that you've docked internally or cargo storage that you've got as well. I need to just level these out. The O key doesn't work anymore, so it's like rubbish. I might need to reposition them once I've spawned in a new starter block. So that's the plan. I have a vague idea in my mind on a general shape outline, but obviously it's going to be dictated to me a bit by the shape configuration of these two. The ray tracer will be facing rear, the ground pounder will be facing forward. And you'll be able to go from the cockpit of the super lifter to either of these pretty quickly. I don't know why I'm messing around with this so much, but yeah. In order to then, you know, do what needs to be done, whatever it is. Because what I've found in game a lot of the time, and especially with current Let's Play with the Naginata is great, it's wonderful, but it's not amazing at anything. It's okay at everything. It's a regular old Jack, and she's fantastic, and she takes an absolute beating, and she's wonderful, and I love her and everything, but sometimes I wish she was a ray tracer, and sometimes I wish she was a ground pounder, and sometimes I wish she was a super lifter. And I thought, I wonder if we can do that. Can we actually build a super lifter that can take these two along with it, and then you don't need to tow them? I suppose technically you are towing them, but you don't need like to dock them on the outside and have them looking a bit like shabby and weird and stuff. We're going to build so Super Lifter Mark II. The all-in-one, all-encompassing, one ship, one vision, one purpose. Kill the game. Just end the game completely. And it's probably going to be a hardened steel construction. I don't think. I'll put some combat steel around, but it's going to be hardened steel. So yeah, we're going to be needing a lot of everything. Everything. This thing is massive. But that's the other thing as well, is I don't want it to be too massive. I don't want it to be beyond stupid. I want it to work. Tier 4. Everything. Constructors, storage. Yeah. Shield. Cockpits. Hangar doors. I'll bring everything else in when we need to. We're probably going to need some T2 RCSs, in fairness. Right. So like I said, the ground pounder here is going to be facing forward. But I mean, these two are probably going to be in the aft. Looking at the way that they're set up, the aft sort of half of the ship. The rear of the ray tracer there, I want to be the SV hangar bay. And then the bottom of the ship comes underneath or around the front half of the ground pounder, but the ground pounder kind of sticks out the back to some extent. It's got a huge hunk of armor on the bottom, so I'm not too worried about this section onwards being outside of the shielded protection area of the carrier CV, the Mark II superlifter. So let's pop this here. Okay. And so it begins. And so it begins. Miss Penelope, thank you very much for the bits. Interesting. Modularity. Modularity indeed. exactly. Side note, been considering figuring this exact function out recently, so excellent timing. There we go. We're going to work it out together. We're going to work it out together because inevitably I'm going to need your help figuring out what the hell to do and how to do certain things. So this is where you guys come in. So let's... So like I said, these things are just proverbial measuring sticks. And I'll build the hull around them, but I'm going to have to move them sort of throughout the build process, really, in order to figure things out. So first of all, we need a line of blocks to figure out the length. So that's just the length of the ground pounder there. So bearing in mind, that's probably going to be our hangar bay deck there. Then we've got to go up at least that high, wide. At least that wide. I don't have symmetry mode enabled, that was silly. Hopefully that's central. We'll find out. Okay. And then well, this has to go wide as well, of course, so come across that wide, at least. To hold that. We have the front of the hangar bay there. That needs to come down, around the outside there. And to some extent, come underneath. Not a huge amount, like that. And then this needs to come forward about that far. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the basic dimensions of our boat. So bring that up, bring that along. That's going to clip. Let's go a block lower. There we go. This is insane. Tony, dude, thank you very much for the bits. He says hi, Spanj. Hi, Tony. Superlifter Mark II. Exactly, Mr. Blazer. Exactly. That is what we're building today. The Mark II Superlifter. Not only to take an army of hover vessels or SVs out with it, but CVs as well. This is it. This is what my years of training have brought me to. Where's that line of blocks gone? There it is. Right. So, okay. Let's create a little bit of a platform here that we can rest the ground pounder up against. Now, obviously, I don't want to make it too exact that maneuvering this thing into place becomes near impossible, except for like if you're a computer. But I need to obviously be snug enough so that I'm not just building a Russian doll. Even lined up? Yes, it is. There we go. Okay. So that's as far as the ground pounder is going to be inside the ship. That's it. Now I might do some extra flare blocks around the side to give it a little side cover as well. But from an underneath point of view, you're going to be able to see that much of the ground pounder from underneath the Mark II Superlifter here, which is fine. As for the ray tracer up here, we're going to have a bit of side flare going on here as well. But ultimately, we may do a bit over the top. May do a little bit over the top. Not much, like that much. And there we go. That's pretty much the ray tracer. The ray tracer is already kind of well equipped for this sort of thing because it has docking feet here. They're docking feet. So in theory, all I need to do for that is back that up these locations. Its feet should then extend and dock. Where's the damn cockpit? There it is. I wish Elion would fix the damn O key in creative mode, I really do. Difficult to tell whether I'm level or not. There's the docking feet. Docked. Brilliant. Okay. So we shouldn't have to move the ray tracer anymore. That is in position. So that's what we got to kind of work with. Basically just a giant bit of scaffolding around two CVs. Oop. Sorry, I've got the mic pinned to my shirt, so the likelihood I'm going to knock it quite a lot. Sorry about that. Operator Who, good evening, sir. I started a bit early today, yeah. I've just got a lot to do today. Zytrus, hey, Spanj, my favourite Imperial YouTuber. Welcome, dude. Glad you can make it. Slap some thrusters on this and fuel tank and generator cockpit seat and you're done. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Can't argue with that logic. Right. Okay. So. It's an awkward shape to build anything around, isn't it? It really is. So this is the real challenge now is, okay, yeah, I've got this frame, I've got the dimensions of these two ships. I might need to lower, thinking about it, the ray tracer down a bit more because that height that it's at the moment is going to cause some serious shaping issues for me. So let's see if we can just lower it down a smidge, so that we're not building a goddamn skyscraper here. Oh, hang on. And obviously I have to bear in mind that I don't want there to be just like, I don't want these two to merge together basically, so I think that'll probably do right there. And dock. There we go. Okay. So that takes a bit of height off. Quite a bit of height off. We can then bring this to here. Good. Okay. That makes life a little easier actually. Okay. It's going to be a big boat. It is going to be a big boat. Okay. I'm going to use combat steel strategically. I'm only going to put combat steel around targetable things. So thrusters, generators, stuff like that. Everything else will be hardened steel, regular steel in order to keep CPU numbers down. I mean, the size of this thing, it's going to be really difficult to keep this in tier 4. I still have no idea how I'm going to clear the legacy homeworld. It took 6 hours and 9 deaths to clear 1 gravitational instability. Awesome. Good stuff. Okay. So, like I said at the start here, I have a vague idea of a shape, but now that I've got these dimensions in here, it's going to be interesting to see if I can achieve that even slightly. Okay. Here we go. I want to keep the sort of traditional super lifter kind of shape thing going, but with a slight twist. It's going to be freaking enormous. And he's so stupid. That's a tricky one. There might be a few off there, I'm not sure. How do you delete blocks without a multi-tool? Shift right click, but you need to be in creative mode. Imperium pixel art, yeah. That's it exactly. Right. This thing is stupid. Right, I did say, for those of you that have only just joined, I did say at the start of this thing, if it works. It might not work. It might be a complete and utter dog's dinner. Entirely possible. It just might not work. It might not work. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, might be a bloody disaster, darling. Come on, come on. You gonna come with? Or are you just gonna sit there and look at me like weirdly? Thank you. That's so hard to... honestly. Oh dear. How am I going to get this into tier 4? I don't even know. 10 million. 10 million in CPU. Is it even possible? Right. Bring this back. All the way back. Sort of all the way back. Kind of about there, I think would be good. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Here's going to be all of our engines basically, and these two sort of frontal nacelles are going to be all of our engines. Probably the generators, fuel tanks, everything, and then everything that's in between here is just going to be production, storage, and bridge. You know, with a sort of elevator, direct access to the ray tracer here, and then we'll have to figure out access to this thing because it's a bit special. This one, it's a bit special. So getting into that one might be fun. We'll figure it out. We shall figure it out. Okay. So try and do this. How is that 2 blocks? And then only 1. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I get it now. I get it. Behave. Boom, look at that. Like I planned it or something. Didn't. It's all a lie. And this is where it gets a bit funky, because right here we kind of need to just sort of cut our losses and go, right, it's a hangar bay now. There we go. Did I not build that? Bugger, I didn't, did I? I'll fix it later, it's fine. One's longer than the other. It's okay. I mean, it's all going to be the same blocks at the end of the day. Right. So yeah, we're going to have a hangar bay here, like we did before, for SVs. Decent size bay. One that's symmetrical, please. That's huge. That's so enormous. That's symmetrical. That's reasonable. Okay, there we go. Okay. Frames at the moment. Noise. All about frames, and then we can figure out interior space afterwards. Noise. Hey, Anonymous. Anonymous is gifting subs anonymously. Thank you, Anonymous. Very, very kind of you, sir. That is going to go on for a bit now. Noise. Noise. So that's our SV bay. We haven't even started a HV bay yet. So that's going to be interesting as well. Noise. Right, okay. Interesting to see where that comes up to. Bits and bobs. Fluff, thank you very much for the 100 bits, sir. Even Spanj, what are you up to this evening? Well, for those of you that have only just arrived, let me take you through it. In there, you'll see the ground pounder and the ray tracer. I am building a ship to carry them both, plus an assortment of SVs in this hangar bay space, plus, although I haven't figured this bit out yet, a small number of HVs in a lower hangar bay, and allow it to land on the ground with two other ships' weights on board, plus whatever hover vessels, SVs, cargo you've got on board as well. Fluff, what I'm building is the Mark II Superlifter. Oh yeah. Hey, Dragon Tech, dude, thank you so much for the $10 over on Super Chats. Hells yeah, dude, thank you. Spanj, you sexy, sexy man. No, you sexy, sexy man. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Very, very cool.
Bits and bobs.
Yeah, appreciate it. Tony, thanks for the 100 bits as well. Awesome stuff. You guys are killing it. I love it. Yeah, Anonymous, thank you. And Lazavek, dude, thanks very much for the sub over on Twitch. Much appreciated, sir. Enough to pull them off of IG planets. Yeah, you might say that, James. You might say that, yeah. I don't know what turn of events have recently inspired me to take on something like this. I tell you, whoa. can't imagine what that was. Right, so this lower hangar bay is going to be a bit of a weird one because I think it's going to be. I don't know, actually. It's going to be weird because I don't want it to come out too far because ultimately I want there to be a nice bit of space between these two spontoons, prongs, nacelles, whatever you want to call them. But obviously, there's the deck. That's the deck of the upper hangar bay, SV bay there. That's the deck there. And that makes... There's a lot of space between that and, say, a HV bay here. So we could have... What space have we got? We've got 2 decks of space there, haven't we? We draw that across, draw that across. That's 2 decks. I mean, HVs aren't even... This is the other issue is, have I got too much space going on here to make this even feasible? It's a genuine thing. Perhaps we can do it a slightly different way. How much? Right, the bottom of this ship is going to be here. Let's get different block types so that we can differentiate here. Hang on. We'll just get some truss. I'm using the truss blocks here as kind of, again, a measuring stick here. So this is going to be the bottom of the ship. This is going to be the ground. The truss represents the ground here. Let's give me a boarding ramp. Biggest one you got. Okay. So that's the ground. That's how high we can make the hover bay, right? So we have 2 of those. Have we got one that's not central? Oh no, they're all central, aren't they? Oh, you are so annoying.
Bits and bobs.
There was one that wasn't central, then we could have them symmetrical. Wait. This is symmetrical. Yes. Yes. Marvelous. Okay. So I want them next to each other. Going down as far as the ground. Like that. No, it doesn't work, does it? Because of the block in the between. Being stupid. Being daft. That's fine. How big is we need another measuring stick. Just need loads of measuring sticks. Stubert, thank you so much for the bits. The Red Eyed Sniper as well. Thank you so much, guys. And the Red Eyed Sniper is gifting subs around as well, like crazy. Thank you, sir. Absolute hype train going on over on Twitch. Spanj, you found a new game called Hard Space Shipbreaker. I have it. It's on my... Yeah, I have it in my Steam library. I haven't played it yet. I need to. It's one of many that people keep saying I need to play. Just haven't had time. Just trying to keep up with the schedule at the moment. Okay, the crossfire is too big for one of these ramps. Look at that. It's monolithic. It's stupid. Stupidly big. Why don't they make it so big? Oh dear. Okay. Well, that makes life a little difficult, doesn't it? Because if it's too big for the biggest boarding ramp, then I need to put 2 boarding ramps next to each other to form like that. But how do I seal that? Is there shutter doors that can go the full length? We shall find out, shan't we? We shalleth. So there.
Bits and bobs.
I don't think there is. I don't think these things go far enough. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Yeah, amazing if Elion actually measured this out correctly, but alas, they did not. I think we might be able to get away with. Might be able to get away with that. I don't know. It's a bit of a lip. Unless, of course, I'm being stupid and there's a boarding ramp that's that same size but thin. I don't think there is. It's that skinny one there. Like tiny in comparison, isn't it? That'd be far too easy. Okay. So the question is that enough height clearance now for the crossfire? I think it is. I think that is enough height clearance for the crossfire. That'll work then. Excellent. Okay, fine. Fine. We have a solution of sorts. Lovely. Okay. Look at this. I'm learning, guys. I'm measuring out the hangar space before I build it. I'm measuring out my tanks and stuff before I build the damn thing and realize they then don't fit in a survival game. Right, there we go. So that's sealed off. Got the boarding ramps and stuff. Good. Good. That ain't gonna work there. That's gonna be... Yeah, that ain't gonna work. We have to take... Come on. Why won't you go down? There we go. That'll not work like that. So we need the ramp blocks. These boarding ramps are so annoying. We need these things to fill the gaps, basically. So that when these are up... That's huge. That's the right one. I'll need to build this out like that or something. Or maybe it's that one further out. Oh my god. Karl-Heinz Schneider 94, thank you very much for the host. Very kind of you, sir. Hope I pronounced your name correctly. Oh. Come on. Like that, but 2 blocks along. Blocks down and 2 along. Yeah? Oh, will you just go where I want you to go? 1 block down and 2 along. There we go. Now we find out that this is too big for... Grr! God damn it. That's fine. Not really. I have a weird gap, aren't I? You can have that to about there, and then it gets weird. So, what's gonna fill that gap up? stupid. Boarding ramps are dumb. That's not long enough. These ramps are the wrong bleeding shape and everything. See, that would work. That would work if it was, if I had the blocks in the shape that I wanted them to be in. But nay. Elion says no. You must have regulation-sized boarding ramps, regulation-sized ramp blocks. You must not deviate. So yeah. So I wonder if that's obviously the big boy. Then none of these others are the same height, depth profile, are they? Nope. Nope. They're way smaller. Damn it. Now the question is there enough Promethean to power the engines in this game? Put down one of the ramps asymmetrical. We'll use 3 of them. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Was instead of worrying about the crossfire being able to traverse an entire ramp, like that, this is asymmetrical, which is really annoying because the symmetry is between 2. So I could move this over a bit. Oh, I'm sorry. Need all the ground. All the ground. I could put one there. Put another one there. And then they're not central. They're a bit skew-if. But that will take a crossfire. It's just really annoying. It really triggers me. I can't be the only one as well. It's got to be triggering for a few out there that does that. It does that. Damn it! Damn it out of hell! Put it to one side. What? So you're saying make it purposefully asymmetrical so that the ramp comes down on one side and there's not a ramp on the other side. That's what you're saying? Are you mad? Are you a madman? So you're just saying embrace the chaos and just put a bloody huge ramp on one side, screw symmetry, screw symmetry, right? And just go, there you go, ramp, deal with it. That's not right either, is it? Come on. Get on the ground. Why is... Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That was fine. I wasn't basing it on that. Anyway. You're just like that. That's what you want. Stubert. Side entrance. Side entrance is... Do you know what? Side entrance is an interesting shout, Mr. AC. That is an interesting shout because the slopage of the engines area. So this will slope down, creating a natural kind of... I don't know if it's big enough though. So maybe if we use some of the smaller ones here, move them along a bit. Oh my god, what's going on? So they come out really far, so I might move these back in actually. I reckon one more. That's an interesting shout, because you could bring the tank up to the central point and then you come and park it over here somewhere. Just make sure. There's not a huge amount of room for HVs in this thing, but that will fit down those two ramps, providing I get the height correct, and it will fit. You could definitely fit two of them, I think, in this parking area. Well, you're only going to have one crossfire at a time, I would imagine, unless you're crazy. And then your other side is just your hover miner or your other little hovers or whatever you got. I don't carry a lot of hovers around with me. I just basically crossfire. And my miner is now an SV, so it doesn't need to be a huge HV bay for me, anyway.
Nailed it.
Right. So that is a very interesting shout. Now, what we have to make sure is that not only can we get things down these ramps, then get them out. And again, I use these truss blocks as a kind of simulation of the ground, because from there we are going to be going up in order to join with that, which by this point will be one of these blocks. One of these, and that leads out that way. So again, our little measuring stick, doopy 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 doo. Loads of room, absolutely tons of it. Loads of it. Tons of room. Crazy amounts of room. But, big buts. Giant ones, right? Is this going to be a carrier for capital vessels? Because I made one and it was exhausting but epic. Yes, it's a carrier for capital vessels. Carrier for everything, but yeah, cap vessels, yes. But. Obviously, we can make this a bit higher if we need to. Here's the question. Question of maneuvering. Right, first of all, down this ramp. And then to the bottom here, we then have to turn. Oh, see, I think that is going to be quite close, isn't it? We're gonna have to build it out. Have to build it out a bit more, right? What is that? What is that? That's not the block I selected, is it? Behave yourself, game. Right. So here we are. A little bit more of a realistic space that we're going to have to navigate through here. Yeah, look at that. We're clipping into things already. I can't tell. I can't tell. Damn it. Okay, well, you know, the hover vessel will work in space, so I think we might have to just spawn it in and see how we go on. Right. Oh, bro. Don't mess with me. Like a glove. Yes. I went up there, no problem. Absolutely fine. Wonderful. Okay. Like a glove. Sweet. Okay. Shut you up. So you come up to about there. Okay, fine. Well, we're a bit short. But that's okay, because we can just do that. Please fit. You bastard. There's one, isn't there? Oh, it's fine. Yay! Oh no! I did it to the wrong bit. And actually, I think that's the wrong alignment anyway, because it needs to go the more sharper angle, like that angle down. No, you're not doing it right. That way, but that way, but up that. Yeah, up that exactly that way actually. So how do I do that? Need to come above. I don't think that's tall enough. Or is that too tall? Or is that... It's about right. Oh, there we go. About right. Okay. Oh my lord. Oh, that is short. Damn it. Yeah. Why don't you give me the blocks I need? Honestly. Okay. Okay. That's really annoying. There, you happy? You've ruined everything. rid of all of you. None of you need to be hardened steel. In a prior sort of protected position as it is, doesn't need to be hardened steel. Just be regular steel at this point. And then we need... I'm actually going to follow the contour of this. I know, like previously, it was not doing that, but we're going to do it anyway. It's a bit odd. Is it that? No. It's that, isn't it? Wow. I have no idea that the two were off by so much. That didn't work. Do it like that. There we go. And we can actually continue this one up. Same degree. There you go. Some boarding are amazing. It's awesome. Cool. There's our HV hanger. We need that to be tall enough for the crossfire. So I think that will be ample. Tall enough. Well, maybe coming in off the ramp. I mean, it's not like we're short on space there, is it? So maybe let's make that a little bit higher. What we got? We got yeah, there, that one. Should be quite a cool feature to follow the contours of the nacelles on the inside. To a point, at least, anyway. I'll behave. Ah, snow planets. I miss a decent snow planet.
Noise.
Kochix, thank you very much for the follow. Also, oh no, I've already sent that one, that's fine. Moobear, for the sub, tier 1 for 4 months. Thank you, sir, very kind of you. Hola to you too, Nerdlet. Hey, lady, how's it going? What happened there? What? What do you mean, what happened? What happened where? What are you talking about? Direct me to your complaint, and I will be sure to ignore it. What are you chatting about there, Moo? What are you chatting about? The sub thingy. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't tell me that you'd done it. I just noticed it in the chat, so you didn't even get I didn't even get an audio notification. And I do wonder how many bloody of these things do I miss because Twitch fails to let me know about them. Laney, remember to leave a like for Spanj. Good vibes. Thanks, Laney. All good. Yeah, cheers, mate. Brett. Sounds interesting. Do you remember who? Hydrogen missile. Oh, you guys are chatting. You guys are chatting about other things. How dare you? I'm joking. I don't care. Right. So. I want to merge this little HV hanger deck into the nacelles. So I'm going to do it sneakily, like that. Very sneaky, I realise. These guys just be like square off like that. Just square them off so there's not these weird awkward angles between the two. You get these weird angles going on. There we go. I removed the ramp. No. No. That's fine now. There we go. We're good. We're good now. Here to kill Spanj again, lol. She wishes. She wishes. She probably will. Yep. Yep. Almost certainly. Definitely. 100% kill me again. There's no doubt about it. She's pure evil after all. Again, I've got this sort of situation here where I've got these weird shapes that I'm not vibing. So, square them off.
Nailed it.
There we go. That'll be a bit weird, but I reckon we'll get over it. We will. Okay. Can't really do anything about those ones there. So let's just square that off as well. Alright. Cool. How tall does this thing need to be? Bearing in mind it raises about 3 meters off the ground when you're driving it, so yeah. Okay. So actually, the contours that are going on over here are perfectly fine. We'd follow those all the way across. And we got ourselves a hangar bay. You can actually dip the ceiling down here because you only need the heightened bit really for when you're coming up and down the ramp to get the butt and the nose in position, and then it's all good. Moo Bear is gifting subs. Thank you very much, Moo Bear. You're a gentleman. Matrix R, thank you very much for the follow as well. So many people here. Hey Moo. Yeah. Spanj, my bad. I don't think I ever said hello. So hello, good sir, and all of chat. Brett. Hello, welcome. Pull up a chair, stay a while. How the devil are you, sir? Right.
Noise.
This ship is stupid. Why did I start this thing? What am I doing? What are we up to? What are we up to? This will be amusing, right? 87,000 CPU just with blocks and a few ramps and stuff. Oh boy.
No.
Yep. Byron, dude. Byron's gifting subs like an absolute boss now. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. Spanj, what are you building? Oh, you as well. Well, I'll go through it again because I mean I know a lot of people just sort of join as the stream goes on, and then you see what the hell I've got here, and you're just like, lol, what? Essentially, the Mark II Superlifter is what we're building today. We're building a successor to one of the most ridiculous boats that I've ever built. Let's bring it in here, actually, because you know what? We need like a reminder of what the Superlifter is and how its Mark II brother is going to just completely dwarf it. Oh yeah. Yep. It's just it's levels of silly. It's levels of silly, and I'm like really worried that I'm not gonna be able to get this thing down to tier 4. Honestly, genuine concern. I'm also starting to think that maybe I've gone a little bit over enthusiastic with the nacelles. I think they're too huge. They're massive. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about that. This is huge. There we go. It's beautiful. The Superlifter, the original Superlifter, is it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. And I had to nerf the hell out of it in order to get it to tier 4, or just shove an advanced core into it, which is fine if you're playing single player. But a lot of servers disable, like my own, disable the advanced core. So I kind of need to get this to work. Without an advanced core, if I can. If not, then never mind. I guess it'll be fine. It'll just be an advanced core monster, right? I don't know where to go. Let's deck it out. Deck it out, right?
Noise.
So flight deck and hangar deck here.
Nailed it.
Damn, you guys are on it today, aren't you? Love it. Keep it coming. Right. That's a huge SV hangar bay, but it'll be good. Chimon, dude, thank you for the follow. Mover, gifting subs like an absolute monster. Thank you, sir. Red-Eyed Sniper, 500 bits. Thank you very much, sir. Flapperns, thank you for the follow as well. Byron, just going strong on the old gifting. Dudes, absolutely heroic effort going on. Love it. Thank you so much, everyone. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. Okay. I think it's important to get some engines in place so that we can gauge things. Now, the original Superlifter had a stupid amount of lifting thrust. It had 8 of those frickin' monsters tucked away in it, and it could lift itself several times over. So I'm not going to go that ridiculous this time, although I realise that this is a much bigger ship, and stupidness will ensue as a result. And there we go. I'm going to set the engines in anyway. Like I said, I'm not going to go over the top with them. We are going to use the XLs, but they are mostly going to be the large. So start with reverse thrusters. I want one there, and one there. 3 reverse, or 6 rather. 3 on each side. Rube's gifting subs now. You guys are unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. Fair play. Can't argue with that. Right. Truss blocks. Kind of truss blocks as a kind of guideline here. Right.
Noise.
Okay. I am eyeballing this, I am not counting. Completely eyeballing it. I have no idea if this is correct or not, but we're going to go with it. Try it anyway. So, thruster number... Damn it. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Well, that ain't right, is it? So the U need to be there. Like that. That's a bit better. This one's too far over though, I feel. Well, this one isn't far off over enough. Like that. There we go, I think. No, that one was fine where it was. This one needed to move up. It's more like it. Those look so small in there, don't they? They look really small. But yeah, it'll become clear later on why I'm opting for the smalls there. It's gonna be a big boat, but it's gonna be mostly hollow. Like frame is just to carry 2 other CVs. Okay. They look tiny in there, don't they? They look so small. Right, we're going to do a similar thing here as well. And obviously we screwed up a bit the alignment of here. Alignment, sort of. Slightly misaligned. But that's okay. Okay, so... Actually going to go back quite a ways for these as well, so let's go back here. Whoops. That looks fine as well. Okay, cool.
Noise.
Right. Hey, Luce, thank you very much, sir. 22 months, you absolute monster. Yeah, just my game to try it, dock a destroyer and a Cosmos CV to my SC. Damn it. So he's fun to see how he does this. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to work. I have no idea if this is going to work, but yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try anyway. And if it fails, we fail, and whatever, so be it, you know. But if it works, it's going to be awesome. we're going to have a CV that can carry around 2 other very valuable CVs. Although I might have to redo the texturing on the ground pounder so that they're all kind of uniform. You know, the new Tron style with the glowies rather than the old light greys and yellows. They all got a match, you know. Is this a ship to rescue the Naginata? The Naginata will never be stranded. Will never be held down. We will always be free. Actually, yeah, no, let's do it that way. So I was going to put the sideways thrusters coming out of the slopes here, but I got another plan for those, so I'm going to not do that. I'm going to put them in the sides, the flat sides here instead. So we've got 6 thrusters forward and backwards at the moment. And I realized that having only 6 in a ship this size is probably somewhat foolish. It's going to limit its abilities, I think, for sure. So we're going to go with a little bit more on the side thrusters. So we have 6 left and 6 right as well. So 3 at the front quarter. Remember, obviously, we need to spread these out so that we get the most kind of torque from them. And I've set them back not very far at all, actually. I might set them back a little bit further. Let's set them back a bit further. We've got the space. We have got so much space here. Why not, right? Why put these things out in harm's way? You can embed them very deep into the ship. We have so much room to play with that we're gonna have fun with it. Let's build these truss blocks all the way down here so that we've got the same line to build from. I'm gonna have 1, come on, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 3. We've got 6 left, 6 right, front and back quarters. I said all these nacelles are going to house all of our thrusters, all of our fuel tanks, all of our generators, RCSs. They are going to be basically two huge engineering sections, and then everything in the middle here is just going to be production, storage, living, hangar space. Warp drive's going to go somewhere. I'll probably put the warp drive on one side and then the shield generator on the other side. That'll work quite well. Iron Balls McGinty. Damn you, Spanj. Will you stop making good content and forcing me to give you money? No. Give me money, damn it. Or I'll come to your house again. Like last time. But with a bigger dog or something. Iron Balls McGinty, thank you very much for the sub. My threatening worked. Marvellous. Dead Dodo, thank you very much for the follow as well. Spanj, just FYI, I just ran the numbers. It takes 5 large thrusters to equal the same force of thrust as 1 XL. Yeah. Alright. I mean, speaking CPU-wise, I think it is definitely more efficient to run one of these monsters rather than 5 of those little guys there. So yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to use these monsters for our lift thrust. Thrust. That's right. We're going to have 2. We're going to have 4, actually. We're going to have 4, sorry. Ignore me. We're going to have 4, 1 in each quarter. I want that to be lower because I want it to kind of protrude from the hull armor a little bit on the underside there, so we can actually see the thruster nozzle and get this to actually behave itself like that. Is that right? Yeah, that works. That works. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. And let's just build this out again. I know I removed it earlier, but we're going to build it out again. That's in the same place, isn't it? I want to set this one much further back than the others because obviously this doesn't go as far back to the ship as the other ones do, so a little bit more, a little bit less room to play with on that side than we do the front. So hopefully that's enough. I suppose in theory I could put that there, but then I'll be fighting with it to unload the HVs. So I think where it is there is probably as good as anything, unless I put it, you know, in this space here at the bottom there. But landing gears and stuff are going to go there. I don't want to be messing with it. But yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so there's our lift. We've got our side to side, forward, backwards, 4 XL lifting thrusters. Building an ISD. Why not? The Imperial Spanj destroyer. No, that sounds weird. That sounds something else. No, we don't want that. That's not good. That's not good. We don't want an Imperial Spanj destroyer. Bad times. Bad times. Abort. Abort. Right, I'm wondering now about supplementing the XLs with 5 million. Just the thrusters. Jesus. H Christ, they are so expensive. How? How are you tier 4 with 8 of those bastards? How did I do that? Oh my god. I don't even know. I don't even want to. Right. How on earth? Do I just run the XLs as like standard lift thrusts, or do I use them as a super lift function like on this thing? Because they're switched off on this thing unless you press the super lift button and then they go whoop. That's the official soundtrack of turning super lift on. Whoop. Whoop whoop. See, I'm kind of like, let's supplement them with normal large thrusters, right? Right. Right. I'm getting distracted. I'm like trying to decide whether to place the large thrusters in as well, and I'm getting distracted. I'm blocking around that. Right. Sorry. Back to work. Where was I? Okay, so 4 normal larges. 8 normal larger judges. And then we can turn the XLs on if we need it. And that brings us up to 6.5 million. Okay, so we got 3.5 million left to finish the ship. Cool. No problem, right? 3.5 million. Yeah, easy. Cool. I foresee much void space in this build because of block CPU BS. Johnny! Yes. You see correctly. Fuel gens. Yeah, fuel gens, shield generator, warp drive, all of that stuff still to go in. And I haven't even put down thrust in yet. This is pre-down thrust territory, people. No down thrust yet. No freaking down thrust. Fortunately, down thrust doesn't need to be like a huge amount, but obviously in order to get pitch and roll in any kind of acceptable amounts, it needs to be alright. So I think, again, rule of 6. Wait, so we've got 6 forward, 6 backwards, 6 down? Is that going to work? I'll have to make it work, I guess. I'm struggling to find a place where to put the third thruster. I think I can put the first 2 towards the front, but then I want to put 1 near the back here. There's going to be a huge amount of mass back here, to be fair. It's mostly just going to be like flare and stuff. But let's see. We put 1. Let's put these 2 in place at least. Get a bit of shape here so we know what we're actually dealing with. Come on. Pretty much when you have to sort of, you know, encourage the blocks. Come with you, you know. Come on, blocks. Come on. We're going for a walkies. We're going for walkies blocks. Let's go. I apologise to anyone that has a dog right now who's getting very excited. Sorry, not sorry. Sucks to be you. Yeah, that works. That works. That works. That works. Cool. 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 Yoink. Right, there we go. Okay, good, 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 good. Remove you. And you. Right, okay, so there's 4. So now, just a little cheeky one back here. Bear in mind, our bridge is going to be, like, here somewhere. Like literally right there, I think. It's just... yeah, that'll do. I'm thinking here we can have our other thruster, so... let's put it... there? No. Take it down, take it down, take it down. Take it down 2. There. Yeah, there we go. Right, so there's our down thrust as well. Alright. We have thrusts in all directions now. Bravo! Hey Eddie, what's up, dude? Looking epic, man. Thanks, man. Only we could train them. Yeah, the blocks. Never mind. You cannot train the blocks out of stupid. They will be stupid forever. Okay, thrust in all directions. Yip, 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 yip. 7.3! How? How is this going to be possible? This is not possible. How the hell did I do it? Like, seriously, you've got so many thrusters on you. I don't understand. There are just thrusters everywhere. There's thrusters bloody everywhere. And this thing is like, yeah, I'm chilling at 10 million. It's chilling at 10 million. You cheeky wanker. Look at this thing. Barely a skeleton. And it's already like, yeah, pretty much just about going to go over CPU. Soz. soz about that. Soz. I was looking forward to this HV hanger as well. I think that was dope. Okay. I think we're gonna have to put. Oh, there's just not gonna be any room for like constructors of 20,000. Shield generator. 33,000. We're just gonna have to try, I think. Right. I need to start mapping out some kind of interior structure. I know what the exterior is mostly going to look like, apart from this rear area. I'm not even sure what the hell I'm going to do there, but we'll figure it out. So we've got basically a little bit of interior corridor and stuff between the two ships. Every 2 blocks is a deck. Okay, so you count 2 blocks up, and then you have a floor, and then another 2 blocks up, and then you have a floor. And then, you know, there's your decks. You've got some basic decks going on. Right, okay, so we can quite easily here, at the back of our hangar, have navigation to and from all decks, I think. Although, again, it's going to be trippy getting into this thing. It's going to be so trippy getting into this. I'm not even sure how we're going to do it yet. Because the entrances are here. There you go. Could create a new version of it and just have some kind of rear entrance thing going on. Oh no, warp drive. Can't do that. It's fine. I think what I'm going to do is boarding ramps. It's going to be interesting. I'm not there though, because that's like way too close. Boarding ramps there. Wow, it's so chunky. Look how chunky the thingy is on that. That's weak, man. It's weak. So yeah, okay, I can have a boarding ramp there. Great. Woo. So weak, man. Let's turn it up that way, but then I don't know how I'm gonna come off the ramp. You run that up, and then you run. It's what? I can't place a block above that now, can I? Because that's now there, so. I don't want to use cheesy elevator blocks. I could just put an elevator block like here, and then have a ramp block that extends out to the thing. I mean, that would be a simple solution, but it will look like trash. Let's give it a go though, shall we? Elevator blocks. Okay. That is too far down. That's too far down. Okay. So we have elevator block. Maybe we put a thin block on the bottom here. And we get a ramp. That kind of works. It didn't work for you though, did it? Let me guess, the ship's too close. Yeah. I need to move it over ever so slightly. Damn. I'm gonna have to create a new version of this anyway, because I'm gonna have to put the docking ramps on it. Oh, crashed. There we go. Bang on central now. Can't complain. Can I put a block there? Oh, you darling. Superb. Alright, cool. Kind of works. Sort of. I'll take it. I'll take it. Why not? Doors. Doors, doors, doors. Let's have armored doors, shall we? Just in case of borders. Isn't that right, Loose? It's a horrible little step, though. Look at that. Okay. Good God. What? What on earth? Well, these armored doors, they are enormous. Okay. Boarding achieved. Glass cage of emotion achieved. Giant gratuitous hangar bay. Almost. Front half of that is going to be kind of protected by the ground pounder being there, but the back half may be exposed a little bit to the external elements, so that's why I've kind of half and halved the hardened steel and normal in that section there. Let's re-enable symmetry mode before I forget much longer. There we go. Right. Gratuitous hangar bay. Lovely. Johnny, thank you very much for the 100 bits. And go big or go home. Bits and bobs. Glass is a nice touch. I have two carriers on Shattered Realm that are designed to be modular, and it can be tricky when trying to form fit your other CVs from building to actually trying to dock them with precise ramps. Yeah. Well, I mean, these ramps won't be extended, I don't think, until you hit a switch or something. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. Yeah, I need to put some upward-facing docking thingies on this thing as well, so that it docks nicely. Ooh, things have picked up, haven't they? Woo! It's all very serious all of a sudden. Right, I need another measuring stick. Stupidly big SV. Right. Can you actually fit out of that hangar bay door? I don't think you can you? It's too small. That is a small hangar bay door. We need to revise our hangar bay door strategy. Yeah. We're gonna need this one, I think. but that one isn't symmetrical. That's not symmetrical. Unless we go like 2 of these. And again, I go and we're not gonna, that's not gonna work because again, no, we've done the symmetry in the middle. And it's so annoying because symmetry in the middle is, you need symmetry in the middle. So you don't have symmetry in the middle. Everything just goes wonky. It's really weird. Alright, age-old hanger bay technique. Turn it upside down. It gets very confused for a while. We've got plenty of room underneath. Possibly even dip it down another one. There we go. Now it's wide enough, for sure. There we go. Get a stupidly big SV in and out now. Should we build a super lifter that can lift the super lifter? What about my other new one, my new ship, the Blackjack? Ah! I didn't think I saved it. What a stupid idiot. BRB. BRB. Go on, load in already. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go. I think I left it here, didn't I? No, parked it on the end. Hey, Carl. You gotta have symmetry. You got to have symmetry. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Hey, that was a good teleport, wasn't it? Back in where I needed to go. If it ain't symmetrical, or if you're not embracing asymmetry, like with the Blackjack here, then it's just wrong, and you should probably be ashamed of yourself. Ouch. Well, that fits. That's fine. Okay, good. Sunroof exit. Where? I'm out of control here. Oh, that'll do. Right, okay. So, good hangar bay, good hangar door. We are all good on that front. So, what I wanted to do was let me bring this back a second. Hang on. And measure everything to the biggest SV, then we should be good. I want to park this thing in such a way that it doesn't obstruct the entrance. Or it doesn't obstruct it as much as possible, I think. Yeah, that's good. I think it sticks out like half a block with one of the antennas, but that's alright. And because I want to start sort of shaping this thing down a bit to try and get some blocks back. So if we say put that there. Ah, damn you. Wait, what? Symmetry mode is on. Is it? No, it's not. It was on, but not on. Cool. Yep. What have I done here? Right, okay. I'm slightly confused. Is this even symmetrical, bro? What have I done? Oh dear. Right, hang on. Okay. These blocks are already here, I think. That's the problem. So I wanted that sort of curve thing to provide a little bit more return that sort of size, kind of limit the size a bit. And I realise what I'm going to have to do here is bring it back out again, but that's fine. We can deal with that. That is our hangar bay, essentially. As for this thruster, we could definitely do some detailing with that later. That's no problem at all. Pipes will save us from obscure, weird shapes like that. It'll all be fine. Right. Hangar bay. More blocks, please, Susan. Honestly, what is going on? What am I symmetry to at the moment? What the hell is that? I have no idea what that symmetry plane is for. It certainly isn't any of the ships here. Well, that was great. I just did all that, and it wasn't actually even on symmetry. I don't know where all those blocks have gone. What the hell was that for? Symmetry mode is broken. Doesn't look like the other side is built. Yeah. I would say, yeah. It's balked. It has gone skewy. Squiffy. Bugger. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do that again. I found out my ships here. Do that again. Bugger. Wait, what? That's fine. Okay. Freaking out. Freaking out. No reason. Okay. There we go. Hang away. Now then. Can I have my... There we go. Right. Magnificent. That is our SV hangar. Going to be. I might not use all of it, to be honest. I might only use half of it. I don't know. We've got a bit of a weird setup here because I've got to try and figure out a way to navigate from the rear section here that we've got between the bridge, the SV hangar, the ray tracer, whatever this section here will be. You then got access to ground pounder from here. So I might sort of square this hangar off like from here or something and just have this as production and stuff. And then possibly figure out a way somehow, maybe even coming outside here and then coming down this way and then down. Seems like a really roundabout way to get to this area here, which I think will just be, well, I don't know. Possibly one could be a garden. You can turn this middle one into a nice greenhouse. And then below it could be like crew quarters or something. 10 forward thing, because you're not going to visit this area very often. But we do need to find out a way, or figure out a way to get, obviously, to the HV bay. So the other option is we come again through here, down through this section and then along there. Either way, it's going to be 2 long corridors, I think, because we have to go round the ground pounder and also this hangar bay. So yeah, we got good access to the 2 CVs. That's the important thing, and then everything at the front is going to be stuff that we don't need regular access to or quick access to, I guess. Judging from the way the green margin is, I would say the anchor point would be on the ground pounders. Yeah. Oh right, back when symmetry was weird. Symmetry is now on the this ship. It's correct. Is correct now, so it's okay. How are we doing? 7.3 million CPU. We need shield generator, warpy warps core, this is fun music, isn't it? Alex, please fix. maybe? Right. So shield generator and warp core, I'm thinking middle of the ship, sort of around about here-ish. So let's get rid of you and get our truss blocks back. So the shield generator like there. What the bloody hell was that? Warp core like there. Totally random places, right? But we'll have a pentaxid tank. Maybe that could be one of the things that we have here. In between decks. Funny place to put it. Doesn't really matter where we put it, I guess. Could have a pentaxid tank. Let's just stick it there for now. This is more kind of to measure CPU really than T1. No. This thing is going to need a bit more oomph, I suspect. Two large generators. Wait, has the CPU gone down? No, it was 7.3, wasn't it? Right, okay, that's fine then. Two large generators, our main power, and then we're going to have backup power in the form of normal sized generators towards the rear quarter. Okay. So warp generator on that side, shield generators on that side. T1 gens have much better power to CPU, ditch the T2s to save CPU. Are you sure? Large generator 22,000 CPU, energy output 180 kPu. 180 kPu or 25 kPu. 22,500 CPU to 3,125 CPU. 180 divided by 25. 25, 50, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least. 7 times 3 is 21. They're about the same, Johnny. 21,000 CPU equivalent power of T1 generators, and that's 175. So 5 KPU short. So 22,500. I think it's a little bit over, but you save a lot on space. 7 of these things. Put T1s in more places. You can definitely spread them out. There's no shortage on space, I guess, is there? And actually, these things generate an enormous amount of power. That I just don't think we're going to need. So sure, okay. Let's do it. Okay. Fuel tanks, CPU extenders, RCSs, although 1.25 million for just one of these frickin' things. 150 millinewtons of torque. I just don't think it's worth it. Let's leave them out for now. Let's see what torque we can get with thruster placement. Can't really tell at the moment. That's right, fuel tanks. Might be easier just to drag them out, but you can't. One fuel store.
Nailed it.
Second fuel store. 7.5 million. Kel. Thank you very much for the follow, dude. Much appreciated. Do you think CPUs adding a static amount of CPU availability would be better and just have higher tiers add more CPU availability? Yeah, I think you should be able to add as many CPU extensions as you like and just keep going that way, but I mean, in fairness, it was my suggestion to put an advanced core in the game because so many people were pissed off about freaking CPU. So it's entirely my fault that there's an advanced core. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's their game at the end of the day. I just made the suggestion. What if actually lowering those fuel tanks would be a better decision?
Noise.
Interesting, these fuel tanks up here are they're closer to the armor than they necessarily need to be. So move them down. There's a whole HV hangar that stuff needs to get through before they can explode these things. I have to tidy up a lot of truss blocks. There we go. Okay. Secondary fuel storage. What are the things I've been avoiding so far? Weapons. Say goodbye to that last bit of CPU that we have. Okay. Kind of need to get rid of these truss blocks as well, really. We are done with figuring out how big surface area we need. So we can get rid of these. So yes, weapon systems. I suppose we got these extensions to stick somewhere. I've got to find a place for the core as well. I don't want to stick them there. Too vulnerable. Too vulnerable there. Core detector in 7.2 million. Oh, because we removed a bunch of trust blocks. I was like, how the hell have we gone down? That makes sense now. Okay, fine. Right. Yes. Weapon systems, ladies and gentlemen. Spanj, to be fair, a ship like this is not expected to be able to do barrel rolls, so you could have some serious CPU by changing upward thrust for some smaller ones. Yeah, I can absolutely do that. We could minimize reverse thrust. Wait, have I taken a thruster has disappeared? Did I accidentally remove a thruster? Yeah, I mean, that's what I had to do with the super lifter, was nerf it a lot, basically. Shite. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 1. There we go. Okay. Yeah, well, I had to do with the super lifter in order to get it. This is an advanced core version, but the tier 4 version doesn't have any of these larges on the back here. Some of the sideways thrusts here have been removed as well. Yeah, it got nerfed to hell. So we've absolutely got that option. We could very much sacrifice its performance for everything else, basically. So, yeah. Okay, weapon systems. Let's just bring this armor down a little bit more so that we know what we're dealing with. Okay, so what we want with the weapon systems is kind of embedded, bunkered. Yeah, not really bunkered, but embedded to a degree. Platforms like that. Spaced maybe 3 apart. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. Weapon systems aren't going to be something that uses too much CPU. I mean, that's why we got the ray tracer in tow here. Not because this thing is your battleship. It'll be able to take care of itself, don't worry, but yeah, it's not its primary job. So CPU wise, flak is a hell of a lot cheaper than missile. Flak is obviously quite good against drones and stuff, quite rapid fire. Not going to do as much damage as rockets. And projectile turrets are very useful because they work in atmosphere and in space. So we are going for low CPU defensive weapon systems. I can't see the little rotatey thing, so no idea which way that was rotating. Okay. Yeah, similar sort of thing going on back here as well. Let's bring these armor blocks all the way back. We're gonna build today, brain. What we always try and do. Be good with the world. Okay, and then back here we're going to do the same sort of thing. So let's have 3 slots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Combat steel. Obviously weapons get targeted a lot, so similar setup, 2 flaks, 2 cannons. Okay. We'll turn them into proper little platforms at another time, I think. 7, we're doing very well. We're doing very well. Okay, so good. Now I want to do something similar to what we got on the original superlifter here, where we got a central sort of section. Embed it a little bit. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Bastard. Did I tell you when the blocks do that? Oh. Doi! So we got some flank defense. So the ship's landed, you know, it's got upwards and downwards fire on either side. We do need some turrets back here as well. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet. I suspect what we'll probably opt for is a couple of hard points on the back here and some sideways mounted turrets like that kind of thing. But it would be good to get one up here as well. Perhaps make that one a flak. Top deck there. Actually, let's make that a missile. We got make that a missile. A little bit more of a potent kind of rearguard deterrent. Leave my ray tracer alone. Get away. Get out of here. Yeah. Right. And on the bottom here, a couple more GATs, I would say. Very much taking the kind of atmospheric weapons to priority here. And remember, I don't really play anymore with device limits on since they introduced CPU. So if you're wondering, well, Spanj, hang on, you've gone way over the number of turrets allowed here. Don't worry about it. I turn device limits off now. Suggest you guys do the same. It's liberating. It really is. It's great. Right, let's see. That's combat steel. We don't want that. So we'll embed these into here a little bit. I thought we were trying not to land on planets with 400G gravity. 400G gravity would be a black hole. Superlifter Mark II, just does. I mean, this is going to take weeks to build, dude. So if I'm waiting to rescue myself off the planet with this thing, I'm going to be a while. I mean, yes, it's partially inspired by the whole kind of high gravity thing, but I mean, my current superlifter would have done that. No, this is more than that. This is because I think Miss Penelope nailed it. Spanj wanted more versatility than the Naginata offered, so he's going for something modular. There you go. Exactly, nail it on the head. He can't figure out how to save it. I said in the episode how to save it. Strap XL thrusters to the outer hull. I said it straight away. The amount of comments I got is like people going, why don't you just do that? I said I could do that. I said it would be better if we just fuck around on the planet for a bit. You guys need to listen more. Come on. Yes, you can just strap XL thrusters to the outside. I am not that thick, honestly. I know it looks that way sometimes. But seriously. You know, I went down on that planet initially just for the lols. Just for fun. Because it was something to do. And yeah. Get myself out of this predicament. It's very easy. Strap some XL thrusters to the hull, and off we go! But Spanj, why not just do it? Yeah. Right. I don't know, I'm messing around with these turrets. So we've got, I think we've got reasonable coverage, certainly from like basic drones and stuff anyway. Ground targets. I'm not going to be parking this thing over POIs. That's the ground pounder's job. What I might do, actually, is place on top of the bridge, so around above this turret maybe, is, and this will look weird, this will look really weird. Where are you, where are you, where are you? There you are. Pop! Pop a little repair block on the top, right? And then when these two get messed up, inevitably they will get messed up because, you know, that's their job. You just swing it over the top of the ship, pop out, get up the repair bay on the bridge or whatever, and get the repairs under the way. Bingo. Job's a good one, right? Ground pounder versus the Holy Grounds. The Holy Grounds would win. Yep. The Holy Grounds is not designed to be taken solo, but I know that some crazy bastards have. I think the only way, or one of the only ways to do that one solo is to dig under it, but you're kind of missing the whole point if you do that. I mean, it's fine, you can do that, absolutely. But you're just cheating yourself, man. You're just cheating yourself. You're just lying to yourself. Yeah, I took the Holy Grounds. Nah, you didn't. Nah, you didn't. Is that what I did? I cannot remember now. There it is. Okay, fine. Yeah, the Holy Grounds are monsters. Absolute monster. The ground pounder would not survive on its own. I mean, you just if you look back to when I first introduced the ground pounder, and I took it up against that legacy, whatever it was, Infector POI, wasn't it? And that ate through eight layers of combat steel. It was only one layer away from hitting generators, dude. That's how crazy that was. That's just one POI. I know the Holy Grounds doesn't have those crazy T2 lasers on it, but, you know, it's still pretty... With all its missiles and stuff, it's gonna be evil. Gonna be pretty evil. So, yeah. I bet on the Holy Grounds with that one. I've taken the Holy Grounds solo with an SV. Oh, did you just pop the core? Tank the turrets and just hammer the core with missiles? Turn DI off right now. Alright, sorry, Jesus. Damn! Demands! The demands are strong today. Right. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of flat surface here, but like before, I'm just going to sort of carve into it a bit, really. So yeah, this is like some seriously chunky nacelles going on here, isn't it? Seriously chunky. I might have to reconsider their size and just lift them up a bit more, I don't know. In fact, I think I can probably lift them up 2 blocks or something. That's nasty little job, that though. Thrusters and stuff. Nasty little job. If I raise them up 2 blocks, I think that will look a bit better. They won't look so ridiculously chunky. They'll actually have a sort of better ratio, especially at the back there. But that's a nasty little job for the selection tool, that one. Ouchies. Yeah, the new Holy Grounds is your death track. Yeah, just stick that in the middle of the track. That'll pretty much end everyone's fun, that will. Might be right, Dermot. These would definitely be something to check before I finalise the builds. If you make the ship longer, it could become a Battlestar Galactica. Should put the repair mod in the middle of the roof of the HV bay. That wouldn't work. I'm going to have like... I mean, this deck here is probably going to be a garden. And then I'll probably just put deco there. This is the HV bay down here. I'll put it in the middle of the roof. Ain't nothing getting repaired there. You mean the SV bay? This one? Here. Well, possibly, but I'm going to have a bridge here. And I might stick some artillery guns up here. In fact, let's do that now, because they are expensive. Oh wow, and they are chunky monkeys. They are well chunky. I don't remember them being this fat. Oops. Alright, the MS Titans here, ladies and gentlemen. 3476, of course, yeah, that checks out. Ooh, you might want to get that sorted then. Stand by, scan. Marvellous, that was quick. That's me! Yeah, you might want to get on that. Survivors. So yeah, the bridge here might come out a little bit further than that, because thinking about this whole section here probably needs to be brought over to integrate with the main hull a little bit better. Otherwise, it's going to look really flimsy around this around the ray tracer here. I think. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky fleshing out the hull in this area here, because I had a clear sort of vision with this whole thing going on here. Not so much with this rear section around these 2 ships. Just that these 2 ships would sit in nicely like this. But yeah. So I think this hull is going to come back. Not from that block there. It's going to come out like that. The same with the other side. And then this like comes out like that. So the ray tracer literally just like slots in. Ka-jink. So yeah, I think this is going to be like, in order to blend this whole kind of upper structure in, I think there's going to be a lot of sort of block shaping, flare going on. So yeah, it's going to be weird. It's going to be interesting. But the bridge, I think, will come out to about here in the front, and I might stick these artillery guns, like broadside style, along the bridge. But I think that's going to break the bank on the old CPU. 7.8, not bad actually. 6 artillery cannons. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's going to be a fun view from the bridge, isn't it? I will, Commander. Right. Nice. Good little broadsides. Noisy too, yeah. What's your plan for lining up the docking? Yeah, it's a tricky one because obviously this is facing backwards. So for docking the ray tracer, I mean, exit is easy enough. Should be reasonably seamless. Although saying that, that was kind of janky, wasn't it? Docking reverse. Just be good at doing that, basically. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, collided with something. Don't know what. What have I collided with? The O key is going to be vital in this. I can't use it in creative mode because Elion broke it. If I press the O key now, it just goes janky as hell. What am I actually colliding with? I have no idea. Apparently that is hitting something, but I can't see what. Is it the bottom and top? What is that? That's got to be the top, isn't it? But now it's the bottom. Now it's just stuck. It's like a very small margin. Very narrow margin to get that in without any, like, block. I think that top row needs to come out. This one here. That's fine. We can just move that up. And this bottom one here needs to be lowered like 2 or 3 blocks down. Gonna give us a bit more room to play with. But yeah, and then so the back door here. We'll have a ramp that goes out to meet that. But yeah. Let's see if I can build like a little housing around these engines, so it looks like these engines slot in perfectly. But yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be gnarly either way. Without like an automated docking system, it's going to be gnarly. Ain't going to be pretty. Let's have a look at the ground pounder system because that's got a like. It's even more complicated in a way. It's kind of like down and then backwards. Retract the ramps. That one's already retracted. You go down and then backwards. And the ground pounder is free. And then obviously reverse that and get it back in again. I haven't got any docks on the ground pounder at the moment, so it's difficult to know when we have. Line up the. I think we've gone forward a bit too much. But yeah, I mean, what I might do is see if I can put in some LCD reference points from when you're in internal camera. You get the reference points lined up, and then you know that your ramps are lined up and stuff like that. Should be lined up. Almost. I was a little bit far forward, so yeah. We have I think 2 blocks would do it, wouldn't it? Yeah. So if we move back ever so slightly. Bit more. Bit more. Well, about right. So 2 blocks there. You headbutt that, and then you know you're lined up. Can't go forward anymore. There we go. Yeah, exactly. You need the equivalent of PAM for SE for this. Quite right. Sorry, I got my mic was on my PAI deafening. I feel like docking is not going to be combat activity. No. Well, I mean, docking will not be, no, but undocking, hopefully, if you're coming across a combat situation, you can go from the bridge down into the ray tracer, and then in theory it's just forward and you're out and you're off. Obviously you got then waiting for the shields to recharge and all that jazz stuff, but you've got then a combat corvette while the Mark II Superlifter is dealing with whatever it's dealing with. Hopefully its shields can last long enough to tank the shots until you get this thing warmed up. If you've put it in that situation, of course. That was a little easier, wasn't it? It's a bit of a jaunty angle there, but it'll do. A Warhammer style, really obtruse looking blockade kind of fortress level. I don't know. What am I saying? Who knows? Splodge! How you doing, man? The ship name, Warhammer. What a great name for a ship. Gothic architecture. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you so much. I had proper little brain fart moments then. The brain fart was strong. What about moving the forward arced guns in one block and down one block to enable the front two sets of guns to shoot forward? Well, yes. I could step ladder them. You're absolutely right. I could steep them up one block at a time, set that one down a block, set that where it is, set that up a block. The problem I have with that is I have no idea how to blend that into the hull well. And the first two would be fine. The third one, however, would be a tricky little dicky. Because essentially you'd have this terraced effect going down like that. And I hate that. I really do. Because it's like, I would like the blocks to have a gradient decline that would match the natural gradient of decline that the ship is doing, but it can't because reasons. Because Elion did it. They didn't give us the blocks, so it'd be great if I could have a smooth, like all the way down like that, or even like a nice curved thingy, but going like that would just looks. It doesn't look great to me. I mean, okay, let's try it. I mean, what's the worst? Let's give it a go, shall we? Right. So we need to get rid of this. So we set this one down, sink it in by one block. Okay, the one behind it, and then shoot forwards over the top of the one in front. Reasonably easy. Now this one, which we need to raise up and block. Another block. And shoot over the top of that one. So now we have a completely different design, because what that suggests is we're doing frontal attack, not broadsides. Now obviously it can still do broadsides and frontal with these 6 artillery guns, but the rest of the ship is completely and utterly designed around some kind of diagonally angled broadsidey type offensive. Third on top of the bridge. If we put a Warhammer, blending isn't needed. Brutish corners are a feature, but using new blocks is also nice. If the guns are one block toward the middle, will the back guns still fire forward? Well, I'm not going to go towards the middle because we're going to have a sort of bridge setup going on over here. going to have a kind of like command deck thing. We're going to have like gunner positions along the sides. Yeah. So what I can do with this, I suppose, is use hardened steel. Taper it off up to top there. So then we start blending in this a little bit more. Does, in fairness, give us a nice excuse to increase the height of the ship so that we can deal with this heightened rear section where the ray tracer is. Spanj is looking like a Dr. Frankenstein. When the CV is built, he must yell, "It lives." Wish I could paint to show what I'm thinking. Yeah, I don't understand, sorry mate. Nice. Okay, so rebuild. Bear with me. It's looking beefy as hell already, isn't it? We really need some piping soon. We shall have piping, don't worry. There will be many pipes. There will be many pipes on this boat. Arr, arr, piping shall be strong. The strongest piping you've ever did see. Arr. And there's plenty of room for it in there. Okay. Are we done with guns? 7, 8. Yeah, we haven't even put any constructors and stuff in yet. So I'm kind of living okay at the moment on 4 constructors. And 4 small constructors. It's no factory ship, but you know, it's pretty decent production amounts. Just gonna put these in here at the moment just so we can count the CPU. Okay, 8 million. Jesus, that ramps up quick, doesn't it? Oh boy. Okay, and the next big thing is these things. Elion. Why can't I drag these anymore? Why have I got to do this? Why do you hate me so? Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen, while we copy and drag a bunch of boxes out. No particular reason. Oh, we fixed an exploit. Yeah. Fixed an exploit by breaking a main convenience of the game. $312. Son of a bitch. So close. $320. Take one off. $320. Okay. And that is just an annoying little block right there, isn't it? Grr. $312. That is the outside world. I'll put you there then. Okay, fine. Alright. Copy and paste. You are going to save me from a life of insanity. Does it work? Have you guys tested this before? Am I wasting my time? Put a hold in the floor. Don't have any holds. Oh yeah. This is where the CPU just goes through the bloody roof. Moo and yeah. Right, 6. 320,000 SU. Container controllers. Lovely. In with instructors and stuff. Very good. 8.2 million. And we've still got a lot of blocks to place. Haven't put any O2 tanks in yet. Things like this teleporter, which is 20,000. Yeah. Do we have a read on statistics yet? We do! 68 degrees roll, ladies and gentlemen. It has more roll than my SV. Wow. 46 meters a second in all directions, apart from 207 meters per second lift. That's obviously with the XLs firing away as well then. That's amazing. Well done. Superb. Yeah, no, nice. So got this whole deck here as well. What the hell am I going to do with this space? First world shipbuilding problems. Too much room. I would leave the teleporter. Medical, yeah, oxy storage. But oxygen is going in the nacelles with everything else. It will go in here. I mean, that should be plenty. Should be plenty of oxygen storage. We've got less than 2 million CPU, and we've got so many blocks to place down. I've been so conservative with the combat steel so far. So conservative. There's barely any anywhere. Just around the guns, basically. Crikey. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be possible, guys. Severely limiting. It's chunky. It's so chunky. Hey, Snow Monkey. Yeah, I did consider as well having, you know, my little cargo pods that I built for them. Mantarist. This little beast. So this little thing is 320 KSU. And it's well nippy. Oh, it rolls like crazy. It's ridiculous. Look at that. It's insane. Because of course when it's full of storage stuffs, it doesn't move like that. But I wonder if I could integrate like a couple of pod slots here. I mean, this is unused space here. Just be careful because obviously the ground pounder is going to sit there very close to that. There's not much leeway between where these engines go and where this would be docking, but this would be an ideal place to stick 4 little cargo pods. You could even probably have like shutter doors so that they're fully protected. Then you got 4 more huge storage slots in Wi-Fi range, at least. Anyway, you can't link constructors and stuff to them, but yeah. Hey, Mr. Reek, how the devil are you, sir? Would constructors work on a docked ship? Not between ships. Not between ships. You couldn't. From a docked ship, its constructors can work independently, but if you're trying to select its input from another ship, then you can't do that. But yeah, I mean, a docked ship, providing you leave it turned on, well, its constructors will still work. The only thing that turns off are its guns. The guns will turn off, but other than that, yeah. This thing is redonkulous. It's ridiculous. Why did I start this? God damn it. It's stupid. Stupid. Unless it works. If it's stupid and it works, then it ain't stupid. I think what I might do is lift this rear part of the nacelle up. So right where these guns kind of end, cut this off here, and then shrink this rear section by like half its size. So you'll have a bit of a lip back there, but I think that'll look so much better. This whole kind of thing here just looks way too big for what it is. This thing is basically going to be hollow. I just don't have the CPU to place blocks throughout this whole thing. Less than 2 million. Doing great yourself, Spanj. Oh, and hello, Johnny. Yeah, doing good, mate. Doing good. Spanj, did a cargo ship with independent cargo hauler and independent med bay that all docked to the main ship when the update came out due to the devs wanting CV to be space only? What? Oh, Spanj did. You're not talking to me. You're talking about the Matterest frigate. Oh, I got it somewhere. I don't think I've got it in here. Let me show you. It's quite a nice little boat, actually. I never used it, like, in anger. But yeah, here it is. Parking next to the Gladiator for scale. What was it, tier 3? I don't remember now. I think it's tier 3. So yeah, it's a nice little frigate. Yeah, tier 3. 1.4 million. So yeah, the whole idea with this thing is that it would be a mothership for pods. So you got that central spine there. Then I got like so the farm pod here, for example. You pop that in. And these are just tiny little CVs that I built that you could dock to this thing. And as you sort of got them, as you managed to get the resources for them, you could get more and more of these little pods. The thing is, these pods are just so crazy. You know, these tiny little things with CV thrusters and stuff on them, and they just go a bit ape. You go absolutely ape shit. You really do. So lining them up for docking is really tricky. But then you get your dock on, and the gangways kind of line up, and there you go. And then you can cart them around with the big ship. And there wasn't a huge amount in this ship, really. Can't even remember my way around it. The bridge is nice, though. I like that. Bridge was cool. But yeah, it's a very similar idea to what I'm building now, except it was built for these specific little pods. It even had a combat pod. Combat pod was cool. The little combat pod. This thing is mad. Absolutely mad. It's just insane. It's got a rocket turret on it. Yeah. Actually flying around and trying to take a legacy cruiser down with this little thing. Oh, what a mission. Absolutely insane. It's got a shield generator in this thing. That was the madness. That was the madness. This little pod has got a shield generator. There it is. And it is made out, I think it's made almost entirely out of, or a lot of it is, it's got 32,000 storage. Oh, there you go. There's the extensions. Right, yeah. You sat on fuel tanks. Oh, 2 tanks at least. It's just insanity. Absolutely insanity. But it was pretty fun. Pretty fun little project. And that was came about because of all the CPU stuff. And I was like, right, okay, what about a modular CV? The Manarest cruiser. But it is really tricky getting these things to dock properly. It's really tricky. It's not easy. Like, just because they're so wild. They just, the roll is insane. They are absolutely wild. So you gotta like ever so lightly press Q and E to roll it, and especially if you've got full pod, all the pods. Think of this thing. It won't even like. Right, up a bit. Oh, there we go. We're on a wonk, but we are docked. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare getting the pods to dock, really. And then obviously, once they're docked, they're completely unshielded, even though like the main ship would be shielded. But yeah, fun little idea. I never used it in anger, but yeah, there we go. Right, this thing. The insanity that is. I hope I can finish it. I hope I can get it to work. But I mean, I'm looking at the original Superlifter, and I'm looking at this thing, and I'm like, it's not going to add up. It's not going to add up. Okay, we're not going to have as much weaponry, armor, production as the Superlifter here, because this thing's got like 8 constructors, for example, and ridiculous amounts of storage, and a beautiful hangar bay. Ah, I love this hangar bay. It's great. Great. I can just look at this. Great hangar bay. Anyway, so yeah, it's going to have less than the Superlifter in some cases, but a crap load more in others. So I don't know. There's a crap load more blocks. So a lot more blocks. I don't know. I think I might have overdone it on the size. Yeah, I don't know. Tricky one. Tricky one. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how far we can get with it before we just completely and utterly run out of CPU. Can you not down the roll on the stats page? You can actually, yeah, you're quite right. Although I think they added that after I built them, so at the time, no, you can now. Having like a docking block with a label when you approach, you can tell it to dock to port 1, for example. It would be auto dock. Yeah. Rotating block for engines. Yeah. Hollow with piping might look cool in areas. Yeah. Nice lighting effects down like generators and stuff. Could be cool. Could definitely think about that. No votes on the name of the ship being the Calamitous Toad. Yeah, nice. Well, guys, I gotta go. We got an event on the server taking place now, so I'm gonna head off and do that. That will be an episode on YouTube at some point during the week. It's another death race. We really enjoy making these death races. They're hella fun. And hopefully you guys enjoy watching them as well. But that is going to be a stream for now. I will continue this insanity next week. Yeah, I don't think I have any plans that are going to get in the way of it. So, same time next weekend. Hopefully I'll see you guys then. We need more death runs. Yeah. See an articulated block. That would be cool. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for all the bits. Johnny, thank you for the 200 bits just there. I said, if only the devs were working on docking systems and not Grass version 2. Yes, Grass version 2, everybody. Version 1.2. All focusing on Grass. Very important part of the game. Very serious issue, Grass. Yep. Grass. Yep. Anyway. Thank you very much for all the bits, the subs, the super chats, donations, you guys gifting subs left, right and centre, absolute heroes, the bits in between, the follows, and everything else, and helping me out with the build and just being here and chatting with me. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure chilling out with you guys. And I'll see you during the week over on YouTube. I'll see some of you in a moment over on the track, or I'll see you next week, same time for more Chilling in the Building. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay well. Good night. Good night.